And I think intentionality is super important because like we can get so bogged down with the standards. Like I gotta hit standard CA 2.4.5 and get
Mm,
everything done. And I think that students are never gonna remember our standards. They're gonna
mm-mm,
remember the standard that we set for them. And and so I'm grateful to be in the space where like, and I know that every administration is different, where our administration gives me some wiggle room to be more intentional with my social emotional learning. And I think that's so key, that's so important for our students to know, because teachers can get so bogged down with making sure I got to get through chapter 13 before state testing. I got to
mm,
make sure that I'm finishing our creative writing unit before I get to this particular benchmark, because I look to the left and I see my companion fifth grade teacher and they've already gotten past this, and you get so bogged down to these things that I think it's still really important. Like I will take a whole block of time. I'll cancel math for the day if it means that there is a really important life lesson that can be taught. Math is important, but the way that we show up for students is more important. Like, um, being able to understand phonological awareness is important, but having integrity is more important. And I think that those are the things that I will learn from education more so than all of the math or extracurricular activities. Like I learned, I remember the teachers who taught me more life lessons than they taught me presidents. That's what
mm,
means more to me,
mm,
is that like I want to make sure I'm giving my students a quality educational experience. Yeah, they're going to learn how to write in narrative form. They're gonna learn poetry. They're gonna learn different events that happened with all kinds of different things that we teach them throughout the year. But the most important thing that they I want them to leave with is a teacher who was kind, a teacher who taught them humility, a teacher who looked different and sounded different than they did, and came from a country that they'd never heard of before, but taught them some really cool things.